Hello everyone, welcome to Brickburst. My name's MJ, and today I'm going to be discussing, after having seen Avengers Infinity War, which set I think is the last remaining Avengers Infinity War set. So the rumour is we're going to get one more Avengers Infinity War set, and because it contains spoilers it's been held off a little bit. Much like the Civil War tanker truck takedown set, which I believe was the same situation. By the way guys, if you're new, please click subscribe. I really like seeing that subscriber number button go up, and I think you'll really enjoy this content. So, having seen the film, it's not explicitly obvious to me which scene they're going to choose for this final set. But I have highlighted 4 key scenes that I think it's probably most likely to be, and I'll talk about a few more. Obviously, this video will contain spoilers, so if you've not seen the film and you don't want to be spoiled, please look away now, because I will be discussing in detail some of the plot points. So I think the first potential for this final set is Thanos' ship. This is in the opening of the film, the very first scene. Thanos and the Black Order have decimated the Asgardians, and they actually murder a few of the Asgardians as well, including Heimdall. So I think this would be a fairly good choice for the set because A, it gets us to actually have some figures that we don't have, like Heimdall, maybe Korg and Meek, or some of the other Asgardians that we see maybe in Thor Ragnarok, that kind of thing. You could potentially, could potentially get all of the Black Order, so all there. You get Thanos in full armour, because he is in full armour in the scene. We also have Hulk, so you could get Hulk in this scene, and Thor's obviously there as well. It's a great scene, quite dark because there's a lot of murder, and essentially Thanos has decimated an entire race here. I like the design of Thanos' ship. The only problem is, as well, is bronze. So there's not a bronze Lego, or whilst there may be some smaller bronze Lego pieces, not these large panel pieces that would be required for his ship. So I'm not sure about that. Next up, this is probably the one that I would want it to be most, and that would be, I don't know what they're called, but the Black Order ship. And I would suggest it would probably be the attack on New York. Or on Earth, because they pop up a few times on Earth. These are the sort of big ring spaceships or vehicles that the Black Order drive around in or cruise around in. So in this you could get like the armoured Spider-Man, you could get Doctor Strange. I know this is sort of duplication of the minifigures from the Sanctum Sanctorum set, but those are the key characters in that scene. Of course a couple of members of the Black Order, but the main focus would be the build of the ship. Now it would be quite a big set. I think, you know, bare minimum it would have to be at least the size of the sort of the Jedi Starfighter hyperdrive ring. At least you can create a ring that way. I don't think that would be a bad downscaling of it. But it could have some really cool features, like the inner ring could actually rotate with some nice transparent orange pieces as well for the lights. Like I said, that's probably what I would want it to be, because I'm a really big fan of unique spaceship designs, and I love the design of that ship. Next up, I think it's possible it could be the Titan battle, so when Thanos is on Titan and he's battling some of the teamed up Avengers, so that includes some of the Guardians of the Galaxy like Drax and Star-Lord, and then Iron Man, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. There's a few other characters there as well, such as Mantis, so we could potentially get a new Mantis, although her design hasn't really changed from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But again, we could get Thanos, we could get a couple of the gems. In all of this sets, actually, you could potentially get a couple of the gems. I'm not sure they should really do all gems in one set, but hey, whatever. But yeah, I think this set wouldn't really have any vehicles. I think it would just have some nice large structures of the damaged Titan, or current Titan in its current form. It may be a bit plain and a bit boring, but it's also one of the key scenes in the film. And then I think the last one is really the assault on Wakanda, or Wakandan battle scene. In this, it would mainly, again, it would sort of mainly be minifigures that would be the focus, because in terms of the actual scenery, it could maybe they could create a really sort of different style, or very unique, not very unique, unique sort of dome. The Wakandan protection dome. Maybe they could do something with like transparent panels that would build that up. That would look quite cool. And it would have to have just absolutely loads of Outriders. Like they could go really crazy and have something like 10-15 Outriders and then a few other minifigures. That would be a bit mental. But I don't think Lego would ever quite go to that extent, especially because minifigures do tend to push up the price of any given set. If you look at like the Fun in the Park set, for example. But that would have a couple of the Black Order. I think it's Proxima Midnight and Cull Obsidian are the main players in that stage. And then people like Thor, when they return back to Earth at that scene as well, were sort of key players for me. Winter Soldier, White Wolf, whatever he's calling himself these days. That's another one that we haven't had an updated figure of. Oh, actually, yeah, yeah, so, sorry, I forgot to mention, maybe in the Black Order ship on Attack on New York set, you could have Wong in that set as well, because we have seen some sort of minifigure designs for some of these characters that we don't have. So I think those are the most obvious choices. I genuinely don't know which one we're going to get, because like I say, there wasn't one specific scene that really jumped out at me. But I thought the film was incredible. I've actually reviewed it on my other channel, Movie Review UK, so if you want to check that out, the link is in the description to this video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'd be really interested to hear, if you've seen the film, what you think the exclusive set is going to be. Thanks again for watching, and if you're new, please subscribe for more.